The BCS is dead for the Buckeyes. The AP still a possibility. Yes, the situation is not ideal. The play less than perfect, but the record still is perfect for Ohio State. Mark Rogers TV just minutes after the Buckeyes survived at Camp Randall against Wisconsin. Buckeyes over the Badgers 21-14 in overtime. What a game as Ohio State built a 14-0 lead, but were basically dominated by the Badgers on defense. Ohio State total just 236 in offense, crossed midfield just once in the second half. Braxton Miller, the Heisman Trophy candidate, couldn't get much done through the air or even on the ground. Wisconsin played such a great game plan in its front seven, specifically in the pass rush. They closed off the perimeter, stayed in the rushing lanes, as often Braxton Miller loves to run that quarterback draw, but Ohio State could not muster much offense. Its longest play of the day, an 18-yard run by Carlos Hyde, an 18-yard reception by Corey Philly Brown. So it came down to the Ohio State defense, and the Buckeyes defense stood up and stood tall. The play that really signifies not just this game, but this season. Ryan Shazier, this guy's been playing his tail off for the Buckeyes. He's really fast. He wears number 10. He's listed as a linebacker, but he plays kind of all over the place. He's kind of a safety, kind of outside linebacker, rushes the passer, drops in coverage. But man, he is fast and quick to the quarterback and lays the lumber. And he did that on Monte Ball. Buckeyes led it 14-7, about 2.5 minutes left in the game. Monte Ball had already tied Travis Prentice's all-time FBS touchdown record at 78, was going for the record, lunged with the football. Shazier popped him, knocked the football out. Christian Bryant recovered as it popped right into his hands. And the Buckeyes looked like they were in business to seal away a victory. But credit Wisconsin because they forced Ohio State to punt, got the ball, went for a 45-yard drive, and threw the game-winning or game-tying touchdown pass with 8 seconds left. Then it went to overtime, and the Buckeyes defense again stood tall. Shazier made big plays. John Simon had 4 sacks as Ohio State wins it over Wisconsin. And Monte Ball, who had 191 rushing. Carlos Hyde for Ohio State. Where was he? Coach Urban Meyer commented after the game, maybe we need to give Carlos the ball a little bit more. Well, I would think so. If you watch this guy play, he's missed 2.5 games, and he's got 16 touchdowns, and he is just a wrecking ball. He's a workhorse. He's got decent speed, but man, he is a monster running between the tackles. Ran 15 times for 87 yards, plus the game-winning score in overtime. So Ohio State stays undefeated at 11-0. This lines up the rivalry game at Columbus against Michigan. Michigan at 8-3. The Buckeyes, of course, because of their probation, cannot win a BCS national championship, but who knows? Kansas State and Oregon both lost tonight. That means Notre Dame is the lone undefeated team in the BCS. So if Notre Dame should lose to USC or the championship game, who knows? Maybe the AP awards a #1 vote to Ohio State and a split national championship, something that we saw in 2003 with USC and LSU. Would love to hear what you have to say about Ohio State football, or even Wisconsin as the Badgers go on to the Big Ten championship, but they're currently 7-4 with 1 game left. The Badgers will take on Nebraska in 2 weeks in Indianapolis for a trip to the Rose Bowl. Ohio State, Wisconsin, it was a thriller. We enjoyed it here. Hope you did as well. And we've got great college football situations coming up. We'll be talking BCS all week because the scenarios are many on Mark Rogers TV.